Well, it look like we're having problems with the music again, ladies and gentlemen. There it goes. What's up, TFT? How's it going? How's it going? Hey, Rev. Got me a short video coming soon. I'm sure you're going to like it. I'm sure I'm going to like it too, brother. TFT is in the house today. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the host, the DoorDash Revolution, for Take It to the Streets live morning show, except it's not morning. I was out too early this morning. What's up, Howard? Yes, I was out early. I was out like 5 o'clock this morning and everything and all of that. So we're going to go ahead and get into our episode today. We having all kinds of high Wi-Fi powers here, knocking certain things out. What's up, Reese? What's going on, my brother? What's going on? Appreciate you being here today. And I'm gonna start this topic off. We're gonna get right into it as soon as this tablet get to acting right. Here we go. I'm getting ready to pull it up. As you see what the title says today, it says new DoorDash drivers and the honeymoon phase. A lot of us had different experience because we came in at different times, a different era of our DoorDashing experience, to where we first came on the platform. We didn't know a whole lot about it, and we was trying to get the top dasher, and drivers was getting all them best orders, new drivers, because a lot of drivers were coming to me saying, well, you got to be a top dasher. At the time, I wasn't, but we was getting all them good orders. This is for the new drivers that's coming out right now. And I'm going to dedicate this video to Martez 752 and the new drivers. And we're going to get to talking about his situation because he won the Grandslam of the week. And we're going to talk about all of that. But I'm trying to get everybody to visualize when they first got started with DoorDash and how you was getting orders real good for 2 weeks. Some drivers was getting all the way up to 2 months. And then all of a sudden it looked like it was a drought. There's a reason for that. Now we're getting ready to get into the meat and the potatoes of this message here. Now, Martez is a new driver, and he been studying them trucks. Do it every time. They look like they pinpoint. I go over there, they'll go over there. I come over here, they'll come over here. They look like they said, there go that silver car, let's follow it. Make a lot of noise. They do it every time. I can go over there all the way east, on the east side, same way. West, same way. It look like these same trucks too. Back to what we was talking about. He didn't let me know at the time that he had subscribed and all of that. He was doing his own case study. He said he was looking at these courses, these tutorials and everything on Earn by Time, and also on the DoorDash deep red dispatch system. What's up, Hulksmash? I'm gonna pull you in a second, brother. So he studied the DoorDash Earn by Time Premier Volume 1, 2023. He discovered truth for himself. He's an honorary Grand Slam of the week for the comments that he made in the comment section. We're going to talk about that comment right now. And I would like to share his comments with you. Martaz report. Did EBT and earned $107 in 5.5 hours, approximately $20 an hour. I currently have a 5-star rating, 71% AR rate, 100% completion rating, and 95% on time and early rating. Congratulations, brother, for that. Getting out there, taking the orders that you was taking. He letting us know that he didn't take every order. He let us know that he was also being able to choose and select his orders on the EBT. Because if he was taking every order, it wouldn't have been at 71%. I want to go to let me pull it up. See, at first it was right there where I can just go right to it. Tablet got a mind of its own. All right, I want to pull up. Matter of fact, let me go to this comment. I'm not gonna find it there because I want to show y'all the comment so you can see it for yourself. I gotta go down a little bit. Okay, right here. I'm gonna tap it so you can see the comment right here. What's up, Justin? How you doing? Right there. And I'm gonna show what I said in return. He also said that I only had 79 deliveries. What type of access will I have when I hit 100 deliveries? During that time, I was letting him know top dasher and dashing anytime, and you also have access to higher paying orders. But you want to get at least 115 deliveries before February the 1st. I did leave some details out. We're going to talk about them details today. So I went ahead and congratulated him for $100 that he made on the EBT for 5 hours as a non-top dasher. That's saying something, doing it as a non-top dasher. You don't have the perks, you don't have the privilege. The only thing he had going in his favor was the honeymoon phase, which we're going to talk about. So the honeymoon phase changed with each program as you're a top dasher. Did any of your drivers know that? Experienced drivers I'm talking to right now. If you did, go ahead and put 127 in the live chat for me. So he let me know in one of the live streams. He said that I just started for a week. I've been watching your videos for a week. I'm paraphrasing, and I'm trying out this information where I'm in. I'm in Michigan. He didn't say what city, but the part of Michigan that he's in is on EBT. Okay, so the equivalent of making $100 that non-top dasher did for 5.5 hours would have been $250 if he had been top dasher with the perks, the LOPs, and all of that, right? He would at least made that amount equivalent to. Now, what I did not finish explaining to him, I'm gonna do it in here today. I'm dedicating this video to him and all the new drivers. And all the new drivers must realize there is a honeymoon phase you're going through. We getting ready to talk about that. I'm getting ready to bring Hulksmash in a few seconds. All right. I may bounce out for a second, but I'm gonna bounce back in. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him real quick while we doing that. Yeah, I'm going. I don't know, did he get it or not? I may have to do the email situation. Should have brought him in. Yeah, there he is. Tap it again. He should be on in a few seconds, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little warm here. What's going on? What's going on? How's it going today?
It's going. It's going. How you doing today?
Just fine, brother. Just fine. You know, we was out there shaking them trees, man. Shaking them trees, trying to see what's going to come out of them. I know you had heard what I was talking about pertaining to Martez, and I'm gonna let everybody know today that I'm gonna sit back a little bit, and George gonna be the one, gonna be the host for the show today, and I already started talking about this type of situation with this driver having these good numbers in a challenging market without the top dasher status and the perks, and we're gonna let George tell you his perspective on it, and he's going to talk about the honeymoon phase. And we got some more things we need to talk about today. So today he's going to be the host of the DoorDash Revolution, Take It to the Streets Morning Show. All right, the floor is yours, George.
Okay, I wasn't there for the beginning because I had some technical difficulties with the connection.
Right.
But the honeymoon phase is a phase where like when you a new driver and they trying to sell you their product. Basically, they want you to be on their platform, so they're gonna give you like all kinds of good orders and stuff like that. They're gonna think it's like oh gravy. That's what I felt like it was when I was first doing DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff, even Uber and Lyft. You know, also, at the time, depends on the time when you did it. You could have been on there as a pandemic driver. So, pandemic drivers, they had a amount of money coming to them because a lot of things people couldn't do. They couldn't go outside. Plus, the pandemic was getting on too. But after their honeymoon phases, I feel after that they're going to test you. Like say DoorDash. We talk about DoorDash. DoorDash is going to test it just like a W-2. You have your little phase of for when you go and check to see if you even fit for the company and the company sees that you fit for them. That's the same way with DoorDash or any company. They want to see if you fit for each other, and by doing that, they're gonna probably throw stuff at you. Like with DoorDash, they're gonna probably throw you some bad orders here and there. They'll give you some customers that's gonna be non-tippers and stuff, and you might expect a tip when you always been getting tips and stuff and see how you act. Then after a while, you're gonna try to see, okay, money to miles and stuff like that. Does it add up? When you was taking everything at first, but you was getting all these things, then you're gonna start. Then you're gonna say, oh, I don't want this. Then they're gonna look at that. They're also gonna look at your ratings. Your customer ratings and stuff like that. All your ratings gonna actually matter to them. Um, if you're a good driver to them, they're gonna pitch you like good orders. If they seen that you like being a little major super cherry picking or something like that, they probably gonna just try to get rid of you, because you don't fit their narrative or what they want. That's what I feel like any company would do. Like you're working in a retail store or anything like that. Walmart, for example, you have your phase where you're going through to see 30 days, and then after your 30 days, they're gonna 30 or 60 days, depends on what it is. They're gonna go reevaluate you. They're gonna bring you in and see what you can improve on, what you do good, and everything like that. What you're gonna probably, then you're gonna be able to, give your feedback at the same time. So that's the honeymoon phase to me. And after that, I just used it as a W-2. Like I said, I didn't really see what he was saying, but a honeymoon phase, that's what I feel like it means to me. Now, what was the other question after that, sir?
You pretty much,
Question after that, sir?
yeah, you pretty much touch bases on it. I'm trying to turn this down because I got feedback on this end. So I wanted to
Okay.
look at the chats at the same time, see who all's in here. We got
Yeah.
TFT. We got, let me see, this thing flipping back and forth. Now I done lost the chat all of a sudden. Hold on. This thing flipping all kind of ways. All right. Tablet don't want to act right today. Hold on. There we go. Let's see. Try this one more time. All right, let me lift that up so I can look at the chats. TFT is in the house. He said, "Hey Rev, got me a short video coming out soon. I'm sure you would like it." Howard Fountain is in the house. Reese gave us a fist pump. Howard Fountain said something about not me. And then Hulksmash said, "I'm here." Justin Collins is in the house. How many ratings do you have on your stars? I have 5-star rating. I'll show people that a little later.
I
Hulksmash.
have 4.91. I have 4.91 five rating from my customer service rating like that. So I have that.
Okay, we got TFT said 127. Hulksmash 127. And TFT said out on the grind today. That's great. We got Jill's chocolate in the house. Hey, how you doing today, Jill? And we got Reese. Reese said honeymoon phase is a good choice on the situation. Yes. Um,
Yep.
I woke up this morning, and we're not gonna be on this a long time because we got some more topics that George gonna talk about, and I'm gonna sit back and let him be the host, and he's gonna bring some jewels for people to be thinking about, information and all of that. I woke up about 2 a.m. this morning, and this thought came to me about you need to address some more information for this young man. Reach out to him and let him know that there is a honeymoon phase. I know when I came on board, it was during the pandemic and on DoorDash. But I've been on other platforms since 2017. But we talk about DoorDash here, right? So the thing is, I was getting all the orders because I was used to, you know, accepting everything with Lyft, with Uber. I was a platinum driver for Lyft, diamond driver for Uber. I know about the perks and the preferential status and treatment that drivers get when they do that. So I was also trying to get them perks too, and then find out later on that all of a sudden them good orders I was getting, it looked like it was a drought because we was put above the tier of other drivers of getting good orders. College students that sometimes come on the platform, and DoorDash has certain preferential perks for them to where when they came on board, they was getting all them good orders. Veteran drivers was like, "What are all the good orders going? We don't have them orders." And then we find out it was it was given to college students and all that, new drivers and all that. And during my time frame, I was making like $1,500, during the honeymoon phase. So I want you to know, Martez, that the honeymoon phase coming. The honeymoon phase is different for each program. It's different for the diamond program. It's different for the tier program. And it's also different for the EBT. With the EBT, you might be seeing peak pays, of $8, $10, $12. I have heard $14 peak pay. I haven't seen it, proof of it. But in my market, we didn't have peak pay all the way up to $12 on the earn by time, $6 on EPO. But in that honeymoon phase, it's going to be different for earn by time, and it's going to be different for earn per order, whichever feature you choose in the EBT program. So the thing is, you want to go ahead and get your numbers up, your ratings up, right? And then after that, you want to go ahead and make sure that you know your market real well. And if DoorDash is your only app, Martez, I want you to also sign up for some other apps, other opportunities. Because believe me, when you're dealing with this here as a veteran, there is four different seasons of the year: spring, summer, winter, and fall. All of those seasons have a change that takes place where people order their food, what they have a taste for due to the seasons. So you're going to see changes there as well, along with the different updates and changes from one program to another. So you have any questions for the DoorDash Revolution, reach out to me, text me, give me a phone call, and I'll break some more things down. but keep on communicating with myself and veteran driver George right there, Hulksmash, and we will be able to get videos out that'll be more realistic, more productive for new drivers that's coming on this platform. Now, George, the floor is yours. Go ahead, let's get started with what you want to do today.
Okay, sure. Hello, everybody. I'm George. George John. Everybody knows me as Hulk Smash, or you can call me George John, whichever one. We got a little safety awareness again. We're gonna be doing, and I found one. It took upon my heart to do this one because this one is in my area. It's the most recent thing that happened. I'm gonna get a breakdown, then we're gonna go into it. We got a little clip that I'm gonna show that it's from an article on the news that so it's real and everything like that. And then we'll discuss it as we go through. What it was a DoorDash driver, not a DoorDash driver, a delivery driver, went and got an order and then went to the address and ended up getting killed. That's just hold on. We're gonna go a little bit more detail as I do the video. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little ride along to the place where it is because I'm almost there. I pulled over to the side where it was safety before I go. So I did the safety myself. Now I'm gonna
Okay.
flip my camera around so you can see me driving. I'm gonna show you where it is.
You got
Um
you got a little feedback on your end too. I don't know if it's because you don't have your headsets on. I know when I didn't have mine
okay.
on, there would be feedback coming through.
Uh okay. Is it still there? Oh man. I got to do my Bluetooth on my car.
Okay.
Uh I might have to come back out, come back in.
So, wait before you do that. Speak again.
I might have to come back out and come back in.
Okay.
It's
That
still
means
there?
yeah, I'm still there. What I'm saying is, if you come back out, I'm gonna have to re put you back in again. So go ahead. It might straighten out. If not, I'll let you know.
Okay. The
All right.
first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show here's an article I was talking about. Okay. That's over here in Columbia, South Carolina. It's in my market. It's in a different zone. I have two zones. They're pretty big. So I'm gonna switch the camera around so I can take you there. All right, man. Come on. All right. All right. I'm on Greystone Boulevard. I know you might not know what it is, but it's not far from where I'm at. It's a little bit more than a minute away, and I'm heading over there. It's on Stonewood Drive. It's an apartment complex. We could talk and I could drive at the same time because I'm looking at the road. Um, what it is when you a driver, and we kind of like gotta blame ourselves for some of this stuff that's happening. Is a lot of these people knowing that we get tips, cash tips, and this driver got jumped for money, but ended up getting killed because the person probably fought back, and that person got killed at his apartment. It was a planned hit because they called the delivery service, the merchant, and had their pizza delivered. That I'm turning in right now. Okay, here is. You can see it. This is where that person got killed. These apartment complex. I'm gonna go up in there and drive around and show you guys, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, we did a lot of safety videos. Other content creators did a lot of safety videos of awareness and stuff. But there's sometimes things just happen that you can't have no control of.
Right.
And what
Right.
happened with this person, they
Things
ordered
just happen
food.
that you can't have no control of. Right.
And
Right.
what happened with Okay, I hear that from you. Okay, this
Yeah.
person,
I did that on purpose. Go ahead.
yeah,
You good?
this person got the order, and these people ordered it to them. See the complex? This is the complex that happened in. I'm just gonna do a little ride along in here, and then I'll just fall. Okay. So now, all right. I'm gonna switch to my. I'm gonna switch to my tablet. Put it right there. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna play a video. This is for educational purposes only. Um, as you can see, WIS TV 10. That's a news station. That's a news channel in Columbia, South Carolina. You can look it up if you want to and verify it. This is real information here. All right. I'm just letting you see the words, but I'm gonna let it play the video because it tells you pretty much what it says. All right. So now I'm gonna play the video. All right. Circling. Come on, please don't.
Turn it up.
Columbia police say 18-year-old Trevor Harris and a 17-year-old male relative are facing several charges, including murder and attempted
That's
murder.
good.
Or
That's good.
excuse me, attempted. Okay, hold on.
Good.
Let
All
me
right, take your time.
rewind it. Attempted armed
All right.
robbery, according to deputy. 18-year-old male relative death of a pizza delivery driver in November. Okay. Columbia police say 18-year-old Trevor Harris and a 17-year-old male relative are facing several charges, including murder and attempted armed robbery. According to deputies, the pair are accused of ordering a pizza to a vacant home at the Tamarind Stonebridge Apartments back on November 29th. They then tried to rob the driver, 48-year-old Christopher Shira, before fatally shooting him and fleeing the scene. That's according to investigators. Both teens were found at a West Columbia home this week. They are being held at the Alvinus Glen Detention Center. All right. What? Okay. Good. So the safety thing is that we as delivery drivers, we on these platforms like YouTube, like we on now, and we bragging about a lot of money we're making. There are people who watch us, you don't know that. You're bragging about flashing your money and all that stuff, telling you how much you make on your phone and everything like that. We don't realize that we're actually hurting ourselves because people like that gentleman, that delivery driver there, got killed because people saying things on social media or all kinds of social media sites and stuff, and they got killed because they was trying to rob them, and he ended up dying. They didn't find the people until January of this year, and that happened 2 months ago. So we have to be mindset of some of the things we do. This is really towards us as content creators and to people like myself and others who are viewers who are on these panels also. The people who are looking at us, they see us, like they see me a lot, they think I'm a content creator too. And the way you possibly are a content creator, because you're always on different panels.
Right.
So we have to be mind of what we're doing out here on these streets. Because a gentleman like that, you never know. He could have had family and stuff like that, and different things. Now he's gone off this world because they planned it. They actually planned it. They did an order to a vacant building apartment in this apartment complex. The person went there and they jumped him and killed him for a little bit of change he probably had on, whatever the case may be.
Got a question for you. Okay. Are you sitting at the spot where the incident happened? If not, could you go to the vicinity of how easily he could have got set up inside that complex there?
The only thing it said was a vacant apartment. It was a
Okay.
vacant apartment. So
Okay.
it could have been anyone. It didn't exactly say exactly what building. It didn't say that on there. It didn't say that when I read it, and it didn't say that on the news when they actually did. They probably
Okay.
want to keep that hush hush a little bit there. So,
Okay.
but when I went through, you can see these apartments, and I really don't want to go too close to them because I don't want to get people's addresses or anything on here.
Right.
You can see how the setup is and certain things, and they was waiting for him. They was waiting for him. Now you had an incident. You were saying that I'm using you. You told me an incident not too long ago. You were saying that you had somebody delivered food. I mean, ordered food, and
Mm-hmm.
they end up following you around.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It happened several times last year. I talked to Ghost about it a lot. I don't know if I mentioned it to Howard or not, but this is what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Have you noticed? But you would get an order. I would get an order, right? And then the customer would, communicate with me, be sure to get this, how long it's going to take, and all of that. And those things sound like weird type of conversation that you would have from a customer. All right, so I was like, maybe they calling the restaurant. At the time, I didn't think they could be in the parking lot watching my activity as a driver. So I'm driving, right, getting ready to drop off the order, and I noticed this car was following me at least a good mile, mile and a half. So I was like, okay, I'm not worried about it. They getting a little too close. They back or whatever like. Driver. They get different customers. This area is known as a wealthier with these drivers. We're gonna just alert, or how long the food gonna take, So be mindful of that too. So what I started doing after that, if I feel like a customer is stalking me in a way when I'm doing their delivery, I would kind of change my route of going to that delivery spot. So we got to be mindful, especially with this EBT program, because you sitting there and you haven't gave all the communications like you're supposed to. And if you call yourself trying to milk the clock, you don't know their customer could be looking dead at you because the last driver didn't take care of their food experience. Now they watching you. You see, you the last person caught with the plate in your lap. So watch out for these things because drivers can get deactivated for it. So be aware when you doing EBT, you better make sure that government you in line. You better make sure you go inside too. If you cannot go inside, get in touch with the customer and let them know. I'm not able to get inside. You see this long line, take that picture, put it in the text message. That lets them and DoorDash knows what's going on. Plus, it protects you as well, not only for the keep from getting deactivated contract violations, because you don't know if somebody has stole those person personal information, they follow you, and then this happened to you. Your life can take it from you. So I thought it was imperative that I shared my experience with George and with you guys today. So that's all I got to say about that one, because George got to show he got a lot of topics that we need to talk about, and we not have. So I'm gonna turn it right back over to him. Go ahead, George.
Well, on the we just speaking on the awareness because some other topics is going to be with another content creator if he still wants to do it. But my thing is that we just got to try to figure out, and just be mindful of what we say and do on these platforms, on these different platforms. Because you see this computer here, and your phones and stuff, they ain't nothing but computers. And when you actually getting an order from somebody, they can trace you because you're giving the app permission to use your phone, the GPS global position system, so then they can see you and everything. It could be a good thing, just in case you get lost, and they can see you and say, "Hey, man, you're going the wrong way." But it's also going to be a bad thing because today I had something similar to him. They didn't follow me, but when he asked me certain questions and he broke it down to me, that person was already around. You see, I had a handed to me order that had to go inside an office building today. I had to go to a suite 100 in the office building. It's on the first floor. When I get there, the building's locked. The person opens the door. I go inside. Then I found a suite. The suite was locked. So I'm knocking and stuff. Nobody answered. So I called the customer and got in touch with the customer. The customer then told me, "Oh, just leave it at the door." So what I did was I sent the picture, I took the picture through the app and wrote, "Due to your instructions, I'm leaving it at the door." After that, I did the timer one on DoorDash too. And as I was doing the timer one, because you give you 5 minutes before you have to leave and take the picture and then show where you go, where you put it at and everything. After that, the guy came, not even 3 minutes after he even said that. He came. I saw him come through the door. The man was probably in the parking lot already. So these people now are watching you in such a way. You don't know who they are. So you got to be mindful also of your surroundings and try to do your job diligently because they're watching you to do anything on you. They could be at the store and follow you home. And then if they follow you, they're behind you like they was behind D-Web, they could get his license plate. Your license plate, you know people who know people who know people, you can get your address. So it doesn't matter. Once it gets the license plate, you get the address, get the registration. It goes to the register. Whoever car is registered to, they'll go to that address. If you have a nice car, which a lot of us do, that's a sign right there. You got a nice, good, pretty car and stuff. Man, let's go to the driver got some money. Let's find out where you live. What area you live in? You follow him. You get the address. You go on Google Maps. You do the little thing we showed you. Get in the satellite view. Overhead, boom. You can see the neighborhood that your DoorDash driver lives in without even going to the DoorDash driver's house yet. You can plan your route. You can see. You can go all the way down to the person's house. You can see if they have a fence, and if they have a fence, the people might have a dog. So then that's a red. You can also see certain things. Okay, if they have cars in the driveways, is it a attached garage? Is this any garage? What's around it? What's anybody in there? So then they could plan their attack. If they want to attack you, They will. That's just it. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying you have to think like a criminal when you do this game. I hate to say it that way. You got to think like a criminal the best you can to save yourself. That's the best advice. You don't have to do what they're going to do, but you got to think that way, thinking, okay, what would a criminal do? So then you're going to help protect yourself.
All right. Reese, he said that a customer last night was parked in front of the house while they were on live to watch the order be placed at the door for whoever they ordered for. Yes, it's that's something else you got to pay attention to.
There you go.
And what's up, Thunder? We're glad to have you in the house tonight as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just bringing awareness, especially new drivers. People of they're college students or whatever. You got it's more. There's more to this business. Customers, clients, restaurant employees, viewers. It's more to this job than just picking up hot dogs and dropping hot dogs off. It's so many different scenarios of our business that we encounter daily. Defensive driving. We got to watch the behavior, attitude, and personalities of people in our environment. Um, During the pandemic, one time, it was two delivery drivers. Both of them was ladies. Got to fight. After they got to fighting with each other, they got to fighting with the employees. Now we got to find out why are things getting escalated to the point to where people feel like we in jail and this is how we're going to run our life out here in these streets. That's why you got to pay attention to people that's got aggressive behavior. That's the reason why I speak to people. And if a person don't speak back, I already know to keep my eyes on them. That's another safety awareness. Get the feel of your environment, get the feel of the atmosphere that you in when you're picking up and dropping off orders. Don't have your eyes so glued and focused on the phone that you're not paying attention to what's going on around you. This is especially for new drivers, and it's also a reminder for us veteran drivers as well. What's the next topic we get ready to talk about, George?
I was going with the safety awareness.
Okay.
Like I said, I mean, that's what I thought we was gonna do today was a safety awareness,
We
and that
are.
was the main topic. Yeah, that was a big topic there because like I feel that people are now getting smart with these smartphones and stuff because they ain't nothing but computers and know how to use it, and they're attacking them. A lot of people are wondering why this driver or this bike share driver got hurt or anything like that. These people are actually doing research and picking people. It ain't sometimes you know, it's a mental thing to a certain point, but these people are actually planning stuff, and things go wrong because the way the actual person who's the victim reacts, uh, outcome is not always a good outcome. If you're gonna fight against somebody, a lot of times the outcome is not that good. There was two of them and only one of that person, so they had the upper hand because that one person had a weapon. So
Right. It's good for drivers not to just drive straight in. You know, Drive like you would do if you happen to be like you looking for where the place is, and you do a whole circumference of that area. And when you do a whole circumference of that area, use your bright lights. You know, you pay attention to every spot that you can see as a potential blind spot before you get out. I had an
I have
incident.
something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Go
have
ahead.
something.
Go ahead.
You also like if the areas you're not really used to going to a
Hmm.
lot of time until you get to know it. Call a customer. Just call a customer and talk. Talk to the customer. See the customer answers. You know, text. Because sometimes, you know, these apps, they mask your phone number for a reason because security and all that stuff like that. But if you are ordering food or ordering something and you know it's going to be coming in today, you want to be by your phone something, especially you ordering food, things like that. So call, see if they answer, text. also, see if they respond. If not, try maybe twice. If they don't, I will call, your support team, whatever app you have. Say, hey, I can't get in touch with the customer, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to make sure I'm at the right area because it's real dark or things. I'm not really used to this area. I'm not
Right,
familiar with the
right.
area. I just want to make sure,
Mm-hmm.
that way, then whoever platform you're on, that support team can help you from there. They'll try to call the customer because I had that happen. They'll try to call the customer for you and stuff. But never ever give out your phone number. If they say, "Oh, call this number," if they put that in your directions, on the notes, they say call this
Mm-hmm.
number. If you call that number directly, they're gonna have your phone number
Right.
because it might not be a phone number there. You want to go and ask DoorDash or whoever you are and say, "Hey, they have this number. Just to be sure, make sure." I don't feel comfortable calling. Can you call this number and read them out the number and let them call? You know why? Because they could go and try to find them. They could probably be in another area, country, whatever. Whoever the support team is. So
Right.
they're more safe. So and it's for your safety. They can't deny you that. I did that too. When they do that, I call DoorDash and say I don't feel comfortable by calling this number directly. Can you call it? I have the number here. It's in the notes, so they can see the notes too, because they wrote it in the notes. And then I just read them the number and they call it.
Yeah, Reese
And
also
then,
said it's more importantly if they are trying to find someone, meaning the police, you're leaving a trail. Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yes, indeed. He's right. We have to kind of think like that for our protection.
mm-hmm,
You can never be too cautious. And Thunder said, if you were to make a delivery and the customer said that's not supposed to be delivered for another hour and a half, I don't want this order. What would you do? Go ahead and answer that, George.
okay,
Hello, Tasha. How
what?
you doing? I'm gonna read
Oh,
it again to
okay,
you one more time.
okay, go
He
ahead.
said, if you were to make a delivery and the customer said that's not supposed to be delivered for an hour and a half, and I don't want this order, what would you do? That's a good question. I experienced that, but I'm gonna let you answer it
Okay,
because you are the host today.
okay. What I'll do with that is I'll try to contact the customer. Well, the customer will tell me. I'll go right straight to DoorDash or whatever platform I'm on and say, well, this customer tells me that this order is not supposed to be until such and such time and it's here early. And I'll ask them what to do. That's the best thing to do. Because in that way, they could contact the customer themselves and explain, well, they went, my driver went, got the order, and it happened to be ready, whatever, and came earlier. And then that way you don't just have to go there or have to fight with the customer or anything. You just go and buy that protocol. I will always ask support, things like that. That happened to me too. I was there 30 minutes prior to when the person supposed to have the order. It was a catering order, big catering order, and I had to go take it to a school. I ended up being there 30 minutes earlier. So I called DoorDash, and what DoorDash did was call the person who placed the order, and then when they came back to me, they said that the person don't want it. It's yours. Mark it as complete. They gonna mark it as complete themselves. And I went to a homeless shelter and gave them all the pizza. I kept one box for myself and my wife. Gave the rest to the homeless. That's what happened to that order because
All right.
they didn't want it until a certain time, and they saw I was there. They tracked me down. They said you did everything correct on your end. So we're gonna go and cancel the order for them, and they'll deal with that end, and you can do whatever you want with the food. So that's what I did with the food.
Job well done. TFT said I arrived at a customer 45 minutes early. Customer wasn't home, nor was their caretaker. They asked if I could wait. Okay, TFT. So what did you actually do? I'm gonna see is he gonna go ahead and respond because he's also answering this question as well, and he's sharing his experience that relates to the question that Thunder asks. While we wait on TFT to do that, he might be out doing a delivery right now, in and out. I had an incident in Collierville. It was at name of that barbecue place. Many times I go to commissary. So went to the commissary. This order, I don't know how it happened, but two drivers had this order, the same order. So three. It was actually three. So the first driver got the order and went there, and the customer said exactly the same thing, verbatimly what Thunder was talking about. So what that driver didn't do, the driver didn't reach out to DoorDash with full details. He did reach out, but not in full detail, which means he didn't follow through with that delivery. So I get the order. So when I get the order, the customer told me that order don't supposed to be there till an hour and a half. So I asked the customer, "What do you want? Do you want the food? Because the food ready. Do you want the food now, or do you want another driver to come bring that food later?" They said they wanted that food to be brought to them later. So I went ahead and reached out to DoorDash. They reached out to DoorDash. I explained to DoorDash the situation. I got the manager to also talk to DoorDash driver support as well to get them involved because they preparing this order, right? So they needed to have been involved with the situation as well. In the military, we always talk about the chain of command, and that I still stand by that and live by that, the chain of command. So I don't want any loose ends anywhere. So the more people that knows in the chain of command, the better you are when you handling and conducting business, especially when you held accountable and being responsible in taking deliveries to your customers, to your clients, because you got a client with the restaurant, you got a client with the customer, you got also a client with DoorDash. Okay, and TFT said my contact, he contacted support. Support called the customer, asked them if they could wait. So I waited, and I guess they compensated him for, for his extra time in the app for waiting. Hopefully that went through okay. I was using voice text. No, it didn't. Well, I think I know what you was talking about. You got compensated for your wait time and all of that, and that's a good thing. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Bridge the gap to where customers can understand what drivers go through. Drivers can understand the concerns of being a customer. I'm going to do, not today, but maybe sometime next week, I'm going to order. I'm going to do a self order on DoorDash, and I'm going to pick up the delivery myself as a customer. And I'm going to walk everybody through it when I do it. And that's going to be interesting content right there. That's why I tell content creators, as long as you got ideas, you got content. There's so much content out here that we haven't even thought about touching. So it's still a whole lot of content that we can bring in this community in bridging the gap where customers can understand more what we going through. We can understand what customers going through because I'm a customer also. I was a customer before I became a driver. That's the reason why I became a driver, due to the bad experience I had as a customer. I wanted to make a difference as a driver. You have anything else you want to say, George? We're gonna get them about 5 minutes on Q&A.
I want to see some more questions.
Yeah, go ahead. We got 5 more minutes of Q&A. Tasha Green, we glad to have you up in here. Like I said, I wrote it in the live chat. You were the reason that we doing these safety awareness. You requested it last summer, and I apologize that we were late doing it, but we are doing a series of it now. But we thank you for turning the light bulb on in our dark room so we can bring content that has value for the viewers.
But I have a contact that's gonna come up. We're gonna do is part of safety awareness. Um, Cyberbullying and doxing. That's gonna be a big content right there. That's safety awareness. That's as a though that's driving anything. You could be anybody could be cyberbullied or doxed. A lot of stuff happened in 2023, and this contact that be out to try to be aware, help people be aware, and also to help people know where they can get help if they feel, and then also give them some education on what to do to try to limit themselves to being doxxed or
Oh,
cyberbullied.
okay, we got two statements came up. Thunder said I did an Instacart driver interview a few days with my delivery. It went very well. So I see you was able to do something with that content. I'm gonna have to take a look at it and everything. And like I said, I want to be able to share it too, Thunder and everything, with the viewers as well. So I know it turned out real good, but I want to also ask permission to share it also, so viewers can see it on this channel as well. Now, Reese asked the question: if an employee aggressively approach you or touch you, would you fight back?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna defend myself. I'm gonna try to, slow them down or stop them, but not try to, attack. Retaliate attack. I'm gonna try to be on the defense. If he keeps on going, if there's a lot of people around, I'm gonna try to get them involved so they can help, detain the person. But if it's like I'm out there on the streets, like I'm at this apartment complex and I'm going there, and the person come out. I thought I was gonna get the person the food, and they try to attack me. I try to go. Then I'm gonna have to defend myself the best way I can. That's just you got to defend yourself. You got to, try to take them
Especially,
down the best way. Try to take them down fast, hard, and make the person know that hey, don't get up. And then when you can, try to call the police and stuff because you just been attacked. You don't want to leave the scene either after you do that. If you
that's
could
proper
detain the
stuff.
person, if you could detain the person on the scene and everything like that, you want to call the cops so then you can do a police report.
Right, right, right. That's definitely correct. Especially when your life is threatened.
Hmm.
You're not just gonna sit and let someone take you out. Especially if you got a chance to protect yourself.
Hmm.
You use the self-defense techniques that you know. Protect yourself. Like you said, put them down real quick. You don't have to kill a person. Put them down real quick and escape the scene. Cause you don't know if he got some more homies coming. You see. Do you think the artificial intelligence will deactivate you and you will have to fight to get back on the platform? That's a misconception on a lot of rumors that's been going on in our community. Drivers going to get themselves deactivated. Drivers going to get themselves eliminated off this platform because they not abiding by the principles and standards of the contract that we agreed to out here. You know, um, that's the reason why I talked about earlier. How to prevent yourself, how to avoid getting deactivation by the steps I talk about: taking that picture, putting it in that text message, especially on EBT, because see, it's been some people out there trying to paint a narrative that the content creators now that's trying to teach people the right way to do it, that we milking the clock. Well, you going over there knowing that restaurant is busy. That's what the program is for. So we can still fulfill every order. That's why they paying for our time, people. That's why they paying for our time. So always say, When a customer don't tip, DoorDash gonna pay for that trip. That's that feature that's in the EBT program. The EPO has a different feature, but you should always practice your business etiquette, quality customer service, excellent professionalism, no matter what platform you're on. So people are gonna cause themselves to get deactivated because they don't respect the rules. You see what I'm saying? They don't respect the customer food. All those drivers are not like that. It's just people that just, say, I want to make some money. I don't care. Boom. They're going to get rid of them kind of drivers anyway. You know, the company losing too much money. If that was your company, would you allow, your clients, subcontractors to put you out of business? So we got 3 minutes left. So what we're going to go ahead and do, because I got to get on down. Hello, Mrs. Reese. How you doing today? She's speaking to you as well. Hulk, is you still there? You frozen. He looked like
I'm
he's
here.
he's reading the
I'm here.
comment section. See, me and him do the same thing. We can sit there and give you that look and look like we froze, but we're not.
I'm
And
here.
everything. You did a good job today, Hulksmash.
Thank
As
you.
a
Thank you.
co-host. Today you was the host. I was the co-host. You done a great job. We touched on some topics that we can have an ongoing series in. There's a Wendy's in my area. My wife said the delivery driver was trying to walk behind the counter to show them the order, and the staff got really upset. No, we don't supposed to be going behind the counter nowhere.
Mm-mm.
We don't
Mm-mm.
supposed to be going behind the counter nowhere. That's a no-no. That's what happened to that McDonald's driver here in Memphis. That's not McDonald's driver, but delivery driver at McDonald's. They're on Winchester. He did that. Person went on. They had the argument, got him out of there and everything. But the McDonald's employee went straight out there and shot and killed that delivery driver. You see that aggressive behavior, that passive aggressive behavior, ladies and gentlemen. We got to check our attitude. Drivers so in a hurry, trying to get that order, trying to stay in the algorithm to try to get them large orders. You know what I'm saying? DoorDash changing a lot of things about that too. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, a year ago that it's going to be a change in how we get them large catering orders. And it's happening. It's because Reese seen something different. I seen something different. Other veteran drivers seen something different. So you can't say you was forewarned when forewarned about these things and events coming. Then Howard did a ride to Alpharetta, Georgia. I guess I'm pronouncing it right there in Atlanta. And we did that. I was looking at it last year around this time in January. He was talking about the EBT, what it was going to do. He was talking about drivers will be eliminated. And I'm going to play a clip of it, not today, but I am going to play a clip of it. I played a clip of it in my last video, but I want to play a clip. I'm going to probably clip it out and I'm going to put it in a long form video so people can be aware that we talked about that January 18, 2023, and it didn't even hit our market. So we're going to have drivers, ladies and gentlemen, going all over the city. I may get in touch with drivers already in that city. So you don't know how much reach that this channel have with our viewers, with our subscribers, because every one of us have a voice. So that's my last words and thoughts for today. George, if you have any last thoughts, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here.
My last words is just be mindful of how you use social media because that's the way that brands everything. And believe it or not, you're a viewer like myself, and you notice I'm on a lot of different channels. You are kind of like an influencer because some people might ask for you. Hey, where's Hulksmash? Or hey, where this person at? Or
Uh-huh.
that person.
Uh-huh.
They're also in a way of an influencer as well as the content creator whose channel they are on.
Uh-huh.
So you have to be mindful of what you're doing and stuff because for your own safety and also for other drivers just like you.
All right, well then, ladies and gentlemen, we get ready to go because I got a whole lot of other things I got to do, people I got to visit, and reach and connection. Everybody that was here today, we thank you. We give a shout out to you that makes this channel what it is today. And it's a new trend of content coming out, ladies and gentlemen, because we got new content creators coming with new and improved ideas. Let's not knock them. Let's welcome them in our community. You know what we're saying? We're trying to bridge the gap. We're trying to bring drivers together, customers together. We're trying to bring restaurant employees together. So we got a lot of things going for you. Thanks again, Thunder. You know, that's what we're trying to do, bring positivity that people can get value from. And like I said, we learning some things that we didn't know. Maybe since we got this information now, since we got the knowledge now, let's use the wisdom that teaches us how to manage our knowledge that we attain. Peace. Take care, everybody, and stay tuned for our next video. We got some more surprises for you. Thank you again, George, man. We appreciate you today for being the host.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, take care and have a good day.
Thank you. All right.